Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan and welcome to this replay review of LOL Tyler1, of Tyler1, the huge Twitch League of Legends streamer, and of course he's interested into Warcraft 3, and yes, he's playing almost daily. At the end of his stream there is some Warcraft 3 and I'm always curious about, is he going to meet another polyrifle player, and this is the game that somebody requested me to cast because it's quite interesting. So we are on Secret Valley. This okay map for human, okay map for orc, and of course the problem is if you don't play versus somebody that you know. For example, in the third place in Mr. Grabby tournament, Tyler1 played Guzu, so he knew that his opponent is going to play Polyrifle. This time I'm not sure if Mr. Tyler1 knows Frosty. I don't know Frosty, and usually I know a lot of Polyrifle players, so because of that Tyler1 is forced into playing Farseer Opener, because Farseer Opener is the meta versus Archmage. So Blade Master is not good versus Archmage because human can just creep level 3 Water Elemental, Archmage, a lot of footies, and Blade Master will be on like level 2 barely, and then you just pressure the burrows, and later you play Mass Casters and you win, right? So versus Blade Master is not that easy. But versus Polyrifle, actually, Blade Master can be good. But again, this is a problem of playing ladder. You usually don't know what are you going to face. And you may say, Saul, maybe you should scout. No, it will be too late for scouting. But good news is that there are some developments with the Farseer strategy. A coach of Mr. Tyler1, Mr. Knopf, Swedish Twitch streamer, he says that Panda second is a good idea. Basically, you Farseer harass, then you buy the Panda, and you go tier 3 for a lot of Berserkers. Let's see what Tyler1 will do in this game. As we can see, he's opening with Farseer Headhunter. That's very standard in this build. You can go for the one ground before Headhunters, but then you have a little bit less lumber. And yes, he's going to cross the map and harass. So let's see what he's going to do. Summoning wolves here is very fine. Remember, when wolves are half in their uptime, then you can resummon them again, and we don't want to give our opponent any experience because he gets experience by killing the wolves. And there is a blacksmith. There is a blacksmith, Mr. Tyler1, but he's pulling back to basically creep something. That's an interesting decision. Or maybe he's still looking. By the way, if you are scouting like that, split your army, Mr. Tyler. Why he's going to the expansion? A hero was in the altar. So what human can do is to creep the green. So I would definitely leave one wolf, because when we are crossing the map, we are usually doing it to start harassing human immediately before there is a lot of rifles. Farseer with wolves is so good versus a Polyrifle player that has only one rifleman. You can just right-click the Paladin and have a nice success with it. But Mr. Tyler1 decided to creep, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. He's keeping eye on his opponent potential expansion. But yes, with Paladin there will be no expansion. He got the best item, and what are we seeing here? His opponent, it's slow. His opponent is a little bit slow. As we can see, it's a little bit like outdated build order. And I like what Tyler1 is doing. He's just clicking on the Paladin, which is funny. As you can see, Tyler1 is pulling back the wolves to deny experience for his opponent. And yes, he's the one who knocks. But ladies and gentlemen, okay, we are producing a little bit, so that's good, sending back the wolves. Okay, I wanted to start complaining about Mr. Tyler1 macro, but the macro doesn't look that bad, and I really like that he's attacking the Paladin. Paladin is the only unit that Polyrifle Paladin can't heal, and this shop was very opportunistic. As you can see, the shop went down. This opponent is actually struggling. He's still not taking Mr. Frosty. So Mr. Frosty is a little bit panicking. Remember, Mr. Tyler MMR is around 1200. So definitely this is not the best Polyrifle player, but of course we know that Polyrifle players are dangerous anyway. Now is a good time to add a third burrow, because as we can see, we are almost supply blocked. And when tier 2 finishes, we want to be able to start building second hero as soon as possible. When attacking some structure like that, I recommend attacking a farm, because farms have very little HP, right? So there's an actual structure that you can kill, and killing the blacksmith is near impossible. And again, this paladin is completely out of position. The opponent is not pulling any militia for the Pala Rifle health tears. You may say, Saul, that Pala Rifle boosted this guy that high. With that low amount skill. Sorry, Mr. Frosty, but yes, definitely you are not dealing with this that well. Of course, there is no crucial mistake by Pala Rifle player. He's doing what Pala Rifle player should do. What he's clicking on? Full militia! Why Tyler1 is clicking on the blacksmith? Okay, so as you can see, they're both very passive. Okay, you never see like masked hunters attacking blacksmith surrounded by rifles on higher MMR. Let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen, for somebody like experienced with Warcraft 3, this game looks pretty weird. Okay, let's check the macro. So, as we see, the burrow is ready actually. Okay, so I stand corrected. And we have a second hero on the way. It's not going to be Panda, it's going to be Tauren Chieftain. With Tauren Chieftain, of course, you can still creep to level 3, but we remember, I think, I remember, maybe you remember from the previous video about Mr. Tyler1, that he has this tendency of making tier 2 fighting army and fighting with Pala Rifle, because Pala Rifle is the strongest at tier 2, right? If Orc manages to go tier 3 to make Berserkers, so upgraded Trollhead Hunters into Berserkers, then you can actually out-value the Pala Rifle player, but with just Headhunters it's not that easy. So I hope that Mr. Tyler is fixing this strategy. We have 1000 gold, it means that his macro is frozen. Why there is burrow here? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Burrows are very fragile. We need to keep them back, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We need. Maybe he wanted to make bestiary. Maybe the bestiary or Tauren Totem or something. Definitely, as we can see, Mr. Tyler1 is a little bit rusty, even though he plays Warcraft 3 almost every day. We have attempt to make a bestiary. So as you can see, the blacksmith is even harder to kill than Pala Rifle itself, because blacksmith can be repaired and our opponent is super passive. Mr. Tyler1 managed to pull back a lot of low HP headhunters and he did not heal them with Tauren. Maybe he's blinded by Pala Rifle like Tilt. His opponent is like staying basically AFK. And we are awaiting Blood Mage, right? But now when I click on this Archmage, of course, I can click on the Archmage because I'm watching the replay. In the real game, there is no ability to peek at the opponent like a hero that is in the altar. You just know when the hero is out from the altar. So this guy is playing MK. So we can call him a Pala Rifle player, but definitely is not a standard Pala Rifle player because MK second is kind of rare to hear. Tyler have 1200 gold! Mr. Tyler, you can't play like this. He could be almost tier 3 right now, upgrading his Berserk. He went on the secret mission to get the Paladin MKs out from the altar. This is a mayhem. Okay, is TC surrounded? Not really. The opponent pulled all of the militia. By the way, remember, never fight with militia. Never. Never ever. Militia is like footies, basically. There's so much army here. Okay, be careful. The MK is on high mana, so this MK is waiting for the bold ability. He's waiting, very patient. He's not killing the bolt. Okay, now he's killing the bolt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, maybe Mr. Tyler1 thought that he did not kill the bolt or something, but ladies and gentlemen, mistakes are present. From both sides, it was a slaughter. We have second barrack and mass raiders with tier 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not how you play versus Pala Rifle or even Pala MK Rifle, because another production building. So in general, in Warcraft 3, the rule is when you have one base, you can spend your gold efficiently with 2 buildings if you like produce non-stop. And Tyler1 has 4. Maybe he's going to expand, because with expansion, sometimes you go for 4 production buildings. So let me tell you, Myself, you know, I'm a Warcraft player and I make mistakes in my games, but what happened here? I mean, he died for the Paladin and then he pulled back with everything and MK was out. Like, as you can see, our opponent was so slow with the MK bolt, but still Mr. Tyler1, like, you can't teleport when you are stunned by the bolt, so maybe the decision was to basically teleport out earlier. Why? Because level 2 hero take forever and we can't heal him that easily. And yes, I like that finally Mr. Tyler1 is going for tier 3, but remember that with this build you need to go for tier 3 much earlier. Okay, he forgot about the rally point on his Farseer, and maybe he'll check out that there is item on the ground. It's not like amazing item or anything, but it's still a free item plus free strength, very good for the TC. Okay, he needs to start healing. He's Tauren shifted because, as we can see, he's quite slow with it, and he's expanding. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there are some matchups where you can do it, stuff like that, where you can tier to expand, but versus Pala Rifle, if Pala Rifle plays normally, and I'm even talking normally on like a lower MMR, this is basically very risky. If you want to expand like that, you need to be able to control where Pala Rifle player is on the map, and how you control it by laming, you know, by waiting until he's out, and then going for a Pala Rifle player economy. So that's what can happen. Mr. Tyler1 is still, again, I see this pattern. He's producing fighting tier 2 army, which suck versus Pali Rifle, and he is expanding at the same time. But, ladies and gentlemen, maybe Mr. Frost is like a newer player, so basically, okay, but remember, Pali Rifle is still dangerous. Maybe there will be no Blood Mage, but there will be MK, and let's see if Mr. Tyler can handle this. But yes, going tier 3, making 4 production buildings, and expanding at the same time is very very ambitious, and in normal games it's not going to pay off. I like that we have level 3 Tauren Chieftain with Shockwave, okay, so we have a lot of burst of damage, so we have Chain Lightning, Shockwave, and Pala Rifle is healing like with single target, with the cooldown, so it's not that easy to out-heal everything. And what is this Pala Rifle player doing? He's like staying in his base, Tyler1 is just out-creeping him. I like that Tyler1 is moving on the map very fluently now. I remember when he was starting, he has a lot of those periods when he was staying on the map, AFK, basically, in the mid-game, and now I can see that he's moving much faster. He's now even pulling back the TC to get level 3 on the Farseer, which is interesting. Versus Pala Rifle, I think we are going for the Wolves, not Chain Lightning on level 3. Because usually there is no dispel. Okay, I like that we are going for Berserker upgrade, because look how many headhunters we have. And Tyler1 is just around the opponent, and the opponent is not pushing, so definitely we don't need to push. Okay, it's a Pala Rifle that is transitioning into a Mass Casters, which is very weird. In my life, I never played Double Sanctum, I think, with Pala Rifle build order. Okay, Tyler1 is getting the Priest. So maybe you can play like that when you have tier 3 and you try to add Inner Fire. That can happen. Okay, the big fight is happening, but remember, Mr. Tyler1, okay, Scroll of the Beast used. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that fight is going to be tough, I guess, for both players. We are close to the human base. Human can pull Militia. Paladin is only on level 2. Okay, so this Paladin was out for a long time. So something definitely wrong happened here. Chain Lightning, Shockwave. Okay, Tyler1 is moving nicely. He's spending his mana. Is he producing 900 gold? I guess he's staying on 50, and his opponent is not microing that much. Paladin has no mana. That's why you go for the Blood Mage. That's why you go for the Blood Mage. Okay, the MK is running with red HP. Kill the MK. He's going for the TC, but TC is almost full HP, and man, this is an example why, if you are very, very passive on the map, there is a problem, Mr. Pala Rifle player, and that's why now he's pulling Militia. There's a little bit of a late reaction here when everything is dead. Mr. Tyler1 is producing 1 Raider. He has so many production buildings, that's crazy. He has 1 Worker on gold. Okay, he's producing more now. Okay, that's fine. And yes, he's just winning this slowly. So I like that he won this game. Early game was actually okay until he lost his Farseer level 2. Maybe he was surprised, as I was, with MK instead of Paladin. So I really like that he won this game. Okay, because it gives Mr. Tyler1 this confidence that he can beat Palarifle Open Air. And let me tell you, I hope that in the near future he will be challenged by somebody with like a little bit more standard play, a little bit more like alive. I mean, not alive, sorry, but a little bit more like active on the map. But still, we need to give credit to Mr. Tyler1. He was moving across the map fluently. Again, his strategy. I don't like this strategy. This tier 2 army. This is how you play, I don't know, versus Archmage, Footman, Mass Casters, but not versus Palarifle that just can out-trade you that hard. But ladies and gentlemen, that's a nice first step into Mr. Tyler1 maybe getting more used to the Palarifle strategy, anti-Palarifle strategies, solutions. I will be very, very interested to see him playing more. And I will let you know if there is another Palarifle or another interesting game of Mr. Tyler1. So shout out for him to still playing. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing to YouTube channel. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.